Subscribe for more Reddit stories.
Wife tells people that the guy taking video is her husband. Funny, I wasn't at that swingers party. My very, very unfaithful wife of almost 30 years has an entirely secret, or so she had hoped to keep secret. Apparently another husband, a slutty lifestyle, and many black sex partners, and then there's me she had at home. I stumbled upon some video and pics on the net and one led to another and so forth, right? Well, since I brought it up to her, all video, all pics, I mean everything, I had just seen with my own eyes just the day before, now all gone. Now I'm far from stupid, but damn sure know what her body looks like, not to mention my name tattooed on her right ankle. She really just keeps lying and denying it was her, and I must be making it all up. Yeah, right, huh? That's okay though, because I've got a little surprise for my little innocent, pure, barely been touched wife, just waiting for the right moment. Am I wrong for wanting her to feel the way I did? If you say yes, well, screw you too. My girlfriend cheated on me with her ex, and I'm having a hard time cutting her off. One day during sex, my urethra began to burn, and a couple of days later, I was unable to pee from the pain. Turns out she had given me herpes. I instantly understood she had cheated on me and was disgusted by the fact she had shared his disease with me. She's extremely manipulative and toxic and would always threaten suicide and tell me how her life would be nothing without me. Sadly, I'm already accustomed to this type of dynamic and expected her to just fade out of my life after blocking her. I then, at 4 a.m., get a call from the hospital telling me she was being held at the psych ward for attempting suicide. I gave in and began consoling her over the phone in an attempt to better her situation as much as possible. But something clicked last night and I can't do anything for her anymore. I feel like I should be more sad and feel more about the ordeal, but I'm just numb to most of it. I'm lost at the moment and can feel myself becoming more lonely. I made the mistake of disclosing to my friends I had contracted herpes and now have had zero contact with them. Relying on my family for emotional support. Just lost, to be honest. She keeps calling me from the hospital. I want to break her heart, but I can't. Open relationships have boundaries, right? I was living with my girlfriend on a 1-year lease during COVID, and when things got really stressful, I noticed we weren't being sexual, and I felt like it was hurting the relationship. I was feeling insecure, so we batted around the idea of an open relationship. We both had downloaded Tinder and Bumble, and we discussed matches we got and conversations we'd have. When I left for a vacation with some college friends, I asked if I could flirt and maybe sleep with someone, to which she said, only the dudes. And that was understandable, but nothing ended up happening that vacation. We didn't really bring up the open relationship thing, which we were still on the fence with, for a while after that. A month later, it's the day after her birthday, and I'm working all day. She says she has a friend coming over, and I'm like, all right. I figure it's one of her high school girlfriends that had been coming over lately. I come home, and at the end of a 10-hour shift, she excitedly greets me at the door saying, oh my God, I had a Tinder date over, not a friend, and it went really well, and we fucked. It was seriously the first thing out of her mouth. She saw my mortified expression, and when I asked what happened, I learned this stranger she'd never before mentioned came into our apartment, made advances on my significant other, and fucked her on the bed we shared until he came inside her without a condom. I told her I thought this was a friend, and she said, he was a friend from Tinder, and it just happened. I thought it was okay. There was no discussion with me beforehand, no mention of this Corey dude ever before. And we would always tell each other about the people we were talking to. And she didn't even wash the sheets afterwards or have the consideration to put what she did more gently. She knew I'd been feeling insecure about not sexually being enough. That was the whole reason for the open relationship idea in the first place. I was shaken to the core. We were 3 months into a year-long lease, and I broke up with her that night. She had a bad habit of making me feel like shit before that. But seeing her so excited to proclaim she fucked someone else really took the cake. The worst part of all this is this painful situation was born from an honest intention to meet my significant others and my own sexual needs. But we clearly weren't on the same page, and her blatant disregard has left scars on me that are going to take a long time to heal. There were 9 months after that of living out the lease together in a one-bedroom apartment.